Alright, it's your brother Shamayala again. Alright, just want to, recap, go over what I brought out in the last video about the Bering Strait. You know what I'm saying? We went over several points that prove the Bering Strait is in the scriptures. Okay? Number one, we mentioned the sulfur deposits that are located up there in the Bering Strait area, which signifies that you do have a lot of volcanic activity going on. Okay, because for the most part it's situated upon the Ring of Fire. You know what I'm saying? Those chain of islands that connect pretty much the peninsula of what is it called again? Kamchatka, yeah, and Alaska. You know what I'm saying? Those islands go from that particular part of the continent of Russia to the United States. You know what I'm saying? Alaska. And those chain of islands sit upon the Ring of Fire. You know what I'm saying? So it would be, a lot of sulfur deposits, high amounts of sulfur in that region. Okay, which is implying exactly what the scriptures are saying about a narrow passage being set between fire and water. You know what I'm saying? And you got the smoking volcanoes. Why would the volcanoes be smoking? You got hot lava spewing out of these volcanoes, which also is a reference to fire as well. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I mentioned already, it's sitting upon the Ring of Fire, as well. Now, let's just, consider maybe that they crossed over on the mainland. You know what I'm saying? Let's say they crossed over on the mainland, right? From this part of Russia all the way over to Alaska. You still have the situation, you know what I'm saying, of Israelites traveling upon a narrow passage between the fire and water. Because what do the scriptures say? It says, let's get it again. 2 Ezra 7 verse 7, the entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water. So we have that description of that situation right here clearly with the Bering Strait. And they say when they crossed over on the mainland, you still have the fire on the right side, which would be these chain of islands that are situated on the Ring of Fire. So you got the fire on the right with the Ring of Fire here, and then you still have the Arctic Ocean on the left, okay, which is the deep water that the scriptures is making reference to. Alright, so either way you spin it, alright, you still have this geographical location being described in the scriptures that the Israelites crossed over and made themselves into America through. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you got the fire. I mean, it's clear, man. I don't know how else I can articulate it or break it down to you. You know what I'm saying? I hope you see what the scriptures is talking about. You know what I'm saying? This is a very narrow passage here that I believe the Israelites took to get to the New World, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's clear to me. Now, let me just show you the Ring of Fire real quick. You see several images of the Ring of Fire. Alright, and these islands that I showed you, alright, are situated right upon the Ring of Fire, man. So it's like, man, it can't get no more descriptive than that, man. When you got the scriptures telling you the fire is on the right and the deep water is on the left. You know what I'm saying? So it clearly is showing you that these Israelites, you know what I'm saying, they clearly took their way across the, they made their path over into the Americas, coming from, the eastern side of the world, okay, across the Bering Strait. Because if you look at it, if they're facing America, right, coming across the Bering Strait, to their right is going to be the fire, just like the scriptures are saying. Okay, let me pull up a good image of that. And they all basically showing you the same thing, the same ring of fire where the islands are situated upon. So you see, blow it up, man. If they were to cross over, right, from Russia going over there into Alaska, that fire would be on the right side. That ring of fire would be on their right side. And these, again, the Aleutian Islands, alright, that will be on their right side, which is situated upon that ring of fire, man. Just like the scriptures is telling you. Alright. 2 Ezra 7:7. The entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water. You see? Fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water. This is exactly what the scriptures is describing, okay, about the Bering Strait. Fire on the right, ring of fire, okay, and on the left deep water, okay, the Arctic Ocean. So if they cross over on the island, you still got that fire, because they right on the fire. And then you got the Bering Sea, which would be the water on their left. You know what I'm saying? So we went over that, and also made mention of, how in verse 8 it tells you, the passage is so small, the path between them both, which is the fire and water, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. So that's clearly what I also brought out, alright, in the book. Let me just find it real quick, because you see how the passage would be so narrow that the tribes would have had to march single file. You know what I'm saying? Find it real quick, man. Right here it is. I'm gonna start at this right here. This account given to the Pratts in the year of 1720 confirms the idea of the narrow passage at Kamchatka, and the probability that the continents once joined. Okay, so it's telling you it's a narrow passage, alright, at Kamchatka. Alright, and it says, it is remarkable that the people, especially the Kamchatkans, in their marches never go but in Indian file, following one another in the same track. So again, the scriptures is showing you that, man. So whoever was inhabiting Kamchatka, alright, before the crossing, this book right here, Star in the West, telling you that the tribes, they marched in single file, man, one after the other. And that's what the scriptures are showing you. Alright, it says, and one only path between them both, the fire and water, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. So, they march Indian file, man, one after the other, one behind another, man. Alright, and you still have some water between those islands, so more than likely they rode from one island to the next, man, in single file. So if they marched on foot single file, they probably were following each other, single file on those canoes. Okay, but the scriptures is clear. I just wanted to do a recap, you know what I'm saying, and just expound on it a little more. You know what I'm saying? But I hope you was edified. I hope you see clearly what the scriptures are talking about, and I hope, like again, you were edified. And with that, I want to say peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and all praises, glory, honor, and thanksgiving to Yahweh Bahashem, Hamashiach Yahushai, Shalom.